Hello, welcome back. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what to do before you write, because writing is never the first step. First, you have to research. So, just like when you were researching for your resume, this is a very similar process for your cover letter, and you'll use a lot of the same information. You're basically just trying to know what the employer is looking for in a candidate. The biggest and quickest thing that you can do to make a dent in this process is just to read the organization's website. You'd be surprised how many people never do this. Search for contacts that you can talk to, a mission, a vision statement, maybe there's a corporate value statement, and you can also search the news to see what situation the organization is in. A second big thing that you can do is talk to insiders. And I'm going to define an insider as not necessarily anybody working within the business, but even as broad as somebody that does business with the organization regularly. Anybody that really knows more about it than you. The more that you can get a sense of what this organization is all about, what their direction is, and what they're looking for, the better you'll be. As a last resort, you can call the organization itself, although sometimes that's not appropriate. So, be sure you know, at the very basic, to whom you should address the letter. You would be surprised how many people come out with Dear Sir or Madam. You never want to do that. You always want to send it to a real person. Usually there's a hiring authority for each position. If not, again, you can look for, usually if it's a large organization, there's an HR director. You also want to know the general job opening information. Go ahead, find that position description, print it out, and then pour over it. Pull out keywords and try to infer what they're looking for. Sometimes there's specific qualifications that are required, such as certain licensing or certifications. So go ahead and be sure that you list those in your resume, and you may want to refer to them as your cover letter as well. And then keywords too. So some of you may not know that when position descriptions are written, it's often a very political process because usually there's some competing interest in what direction the organization is going to go, and that job is going to help, like that position is going to help them grow in one direction or another. And so people will literally fight over what words go into the position description because it determines what kind of person you get. So look for keywords in the position description, highlight them, pull them out, and then check them off and make sure that you've put them in your cover letter and in your resume. Some more sort of existential things to know. What kind of person is your organization looking for? I give you the example in the resume section of whenever I applied for an extension job. I was looking to they were looking for somebody that wanted to build things as opposed to just carrying on a program. And so that was a real important thing that helped me get that job. Another thing that you can hopefully figure out from reading the position description and talking to people is what qualifications are most important. There are some that are baseline, but there are others that they're looking for. So a lot of times, there are like baseline certifications or skills that people need to have, but there are some that are just more important than others. Like maybe who knows, maybe writing skills could be right up there, or maybe they really need a certain type of person to do like a certain type of tagging, or maybe they need somebody that's really good at program evaluation. Find out, like, it's hard to tell from a position description because everything's listed in there as if it's equal. But whenever you can sort of talk to people and feel around, you'll come to find out that some things are more valued than others. And then lastly, like, what is the vision or plan for this position? Again, like I said, most organizations have a direction that they're heading, and then they use positions to help them get there. Like they use people that are in positions to help them get there. And so if you are able to talk to people and ask, where is this organization growing or going, they can hopefully tell you what kind of person they'll need from that. And then you can apply, and position yourself as that person. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, we'll go over it in class.